The Mystique Michael Jackson.
Was you smoking weed?
Dude, there's so many weed stories.
Was Michael Jackson smoking weed?
At the Pepsi commercial, yeah.
You saw that happen?
It was from his joint.
That whole thing.
That nigga lit the joint up and he was like, hey!
And I swear to God, I am fucked up. So that was my first time driving in a Rolls Royce.
With Michael Jackson?
And
I'm
Tito,
sitting in the motherfucking room with a nigga that drove a Rolls Royce with Michael motherfucking Jackson.
This is no bullshit.
How?
Hey.
Like Steve.
How? They're racist too.
What's the deal, Steve? You ain't talking about some racist shit?
Second.
I'm doing all right, man. I ain't got no complaints. How you doing?
Oh, word up.
My niggas. Yes, welcome back. Enough Said Podcast, episode 2. I'm your wonderful host, T1 Hundo, as most know me. This is my great guy, Steve Howell, right here. Producer, videographer, cinematographer, all the way back in the lights of like, nigga, the camera can see you.
That's right. Being on the wrong side.
Yeah. So Steve, my uncle from another munkle, tell me something about yourself, man. I'm finna crack one of these cut waters.
Dude, we're close. I mean, we're like, what? Not even a mile away from each other.
Not even a mile away from each other, and we might actually. I'm actually opening it.
Wait a minute, you weren't. When I saw you the first time, Mike's behind the camera. Mike, dude.
My nigga Michael Blank.
What's up?
Cheers, guys.
Michael Cuddy.
And we were filming this 5-year reunion for Kush Alley, right?
Oh yeah, Kush Alley. Shout out to Kush Alley, man.
Kush.
One of our great sponsors.
Not really. It's in the
they give
eyes,
us, some good weed. They just won the award for the lemon cherry gelato. I think that's Kush Alley and Maven Genetics. They just won that as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
As you see, I got this nice rolling tray and I've been using it. That's some nice product back there. We can get to that.
Best.
Yeah, best part.
So we're going from place to place to place, and we get to you, and there's like this guy doing a ping pong thing.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
And you're animated and this and that. And that's all I remember, and it's it. And it was gone. I was so fucked up, dude. I'm not kidding you. It's like this. It was vendor amongst vendor.
And you was getting free weed and shit? Or?
Oh yeah, we get free weed.
Yeah.
But the worst best thing in the world was, I think his name's Danny. He had this van bus that you went in there and you smoked. But it just got there, and Michael and I went inside there, and everybody started smoking. But no, it was like a complete sweat lodge.
Damn, I see on the bus?
Oh yeah. Because until he fixed it and turned on that air, the fan
to blow it out, yeah.
But we're all in there. It was toasty. And after that, I was talking like this. And he had to save me because I was going to black out. Because I wasn't drinking any water. It was toasty out that day. And all of a sudden...
Old niggas be tripping. Old niggas be thinking.
I got him a fruit cup.
Yeah, the lungs are still...
Oh, but after that, man, it's and then Michael's been telling me about what you do and stuff. The documentary, what you're doing?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, we'll get more into that. The more people want to know about me.
Can you turn on that light too?
Yeah, I'll definitely tell them. Oh, yeah, man. Shout out Harbor Freight. They got them. They got them. Motherfucking coilless lights. Plug that motherfucker in.
If that was, get the coil light from, whatchamacallit, from Media.
From Harbor Freight, nigga.
No, Harbor Freight it's probably cheap. Not cheapness, it's cheap.
It's cheaper.
But if you put media or production on that, that's like $500.
No shit. I'm going to sell that shit. Broken Board Production. Broken Board Media.
Word.
How about it? Shout out Broken Board, one of our great sponsors.
Broken Board.
Visit brokenboard.com. Get you some of this awesome merchandise here. Because when you break your board and you ain't got no money, you broke and bored because you broke your board. Motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, Steve H., tell us a little bit about yourself, man. When did you get started, in your profession, and how long you been doing this, and, some good shit that the people might want to know since they're sitting here. Like, who is this old nigga? You know what I'm saying?
It goes back so far. I mean, my dad in the Army, other than being in the missile division, he also was a still photographer. And so,
what is that? So that's like still shots?
Yeah, still shots. And so when we moved to the Valley in '63,
That's a long ass time ago.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
the mid 1900s.
Yeah, but still,
That was before Martin Luther King got assassinated.
That's true. But I don't even know you know what even Karens are. You?
I know what Karens are.
Okay, so I remember that more than I remember half the shit that I've grown up with.
Damn, is that how I be sounding when I be talking to 20-year-old niggas? Like, do you remember
Oh no.
KRS-One? You might not remember this. I be getting that sometimes. Like,
shit, that's true though.
yeah, but I remember Karens.
But what I'm saying is, I remember the past, and in the past was like cool in the valley. But yeah, you know, all of a sudden you get the forgets.
Mm-hmm.
So that train of thought kind of like went away.
All right. So
But anyway,
say you went to school out here in the San Fernando Valley?
San Fernando Valley. So 63, 65, I meet my first best friend, and his dad was the cameraman of Lost in Space, the original.
I remember it now. I don't think I've seen it.
You know, the Will Robinson and all that stuff, Warning and all.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I got my, oh my God, this is different than one shot. This is 24 frames per second. And then you go on set and you're looking at, oh wow. And then a year later he moves to Outer Limits, which was kind of like sci-fi.
Ain't that no, that's Twilight Zone. What's in the
that's
Twilight Zone?
They're like competitors.
Yeah, they were.
Oh no shit.
But
Yeah.
This
is the Outer
I kind of got
Limits.
that when I was little too. When I seen the commercial for that, and I seen that niggas was on the Twilight Zone, and I saw the commercial for the Outer Limits. I'm like, ooh, shit.
Twilight Zone was more like
Twilight Zone, nigga.
It was more out there, you know. Ooh, what if and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The Twilight Zone, I mean the Outer Limits, was a little different because it was more sci-fi than it was.
That shit was kind of scary. The Outer.
But that was his second gig. Rob Peach's dad, Kenny Peach Jr. And so I watched him growing up, and then he did his first film, which was a classic, The Sand Pebbles, with Steve McQueen. Okay, and so you're watching all that stuff, and then you start growing up, and so you're going different ways, and then eventually you work with him. So I eventually worked with him on Remington Steel, and then that's when I was working with Michael Jackson. So all of this.
You was working with Michael Jackson?
Oh yeah, I was his, personal cinematographer. And in my day, it's like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, right, yeah, sure, right, sure, right. And then they see you on the news, and then they would say, well, what you told me you worked with Michael Jackson?
I tried to tell you, bitch ass.
Yeah, so
I tried to tell you.
that is something that I've kept deep inside, because first, who's going to believe you? And I don't really give a shit now. But that whole thing, the 1982, he's coming out of the Jackson 5, turning into the mystique Michael Jackson.
Right. Was you smoking weed when you was?
Oh, dude, there's so many weed stories with me.
Was Michael Jackson smoking weed?
No. What was
He didn't
it?
smoke no weed.
No.
You lying.
The
dude, them type of dance, that nigga moonwalked, bro.
Oh gosh, I can't. Well, I'll think of it.
All right, man.
But now you get me into the Pepsi commercial.
Oh, when the nigga hair caught on fire.
On fire. You and I, if that happened, they'd go, next, okay, roll it.
Yeah, it depends on how much juice you got in your shit,
Yeah,
though. He
but
probably
he
had
went
a lot of flammable juices
He
in his
went
shit.
out on a gurney, right?
Damn.
And so now he's at Brockman Memorial Hospital. And I'm at
You
home.
was there when that happened?
Well, at the Pepsi commercial, yeah.
You saw that happen?
And
It was from his joint.
That whole thing,
That nigga lit the joint up and he was like, hey!
so
Hey!
I would do it.
Hey, nigga,
Being his personal cinematographer, you're doing pretty much the behind the scenes of everything that's happening.
So you responsible for lighting that nigga hair on fire? You
So,
like,
oh.
Shit, nigga, the wire!
No, actually,
We found the guy.
I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Howell, the nigga who lit Michael Jackson hair on fire.
We were on Universal Lot. So there was a day sequence, and the night sequence was when he got burned. Okay, it was a piece of phosphorus that went up and found his hair and
Phosphorus? What is that?
That's like a war crime.
the
Like ember?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so that when you see fireworks and you see the really bright
shit
thing
come
that comes out
down.
and it burns out, this one was inside a building where it's going to not burn out as much. That's my assessment. But when it happened, I'm at home now. I shot who was it? Alfonso, the guy with Will Smith. What TV show?
Carlson? Alfonso
You're
Ribeiro.
talking about
Right, okay.
Fresh Prince.
Prince.
Oh, yeah. Whatever happened to him?
Okay, stop. Let's
Yeah, we
just
got to
go-
stop for that
Yeah,
segment
we'll
because
go back to the commercial, but that was the kid that was on the commercial.
Alfonso.
So yeah, and so I shot that in the morning. Okay, so 3:00 it's a wrap for me. I'm going home. I know that's happening, and then you hear on the news all this stuff's happening. Oh my God, what the fuck? And so I think it was a day, maybe 2 days later, where he calls me up and goes, "Dude." He didn't say dude, but he said dude.
Dude.
He didn't say nigga, but he said Steve. He goes, Steve, could you do me a favor? And I go, what? He loved the Three Stooges. And that was when they had the Betamax machine. You know what Betamax machines are?
Today on old people shit, we gonna school you on some shit that was back in the day that we ain't got no idea about and probably gonna have no idea how to work in today's day. However, my nigga Steve Howell about to school you on Betamax.
Yeah, okay.
Tell him what it is,
just a
Steve.
Betamax, which VHS turned out to be the best way to go, and that's what happened. So he wanted me to bring the Three Stooges tapes and the Betamax machine
Can you bring these Three Stooges tapes
to
over here?
the hospital. So now here's the weed thing. I'm driving down there. I'm blazing up, and I don't care what anybody says. The weed back in the day, the White Widow and all that shit was fucking smoking. Where you're driving like 60, like Cheech and Chong. No, you're not. You're doing 20. Because until you look at the speedometer, you really know how fast you are going. But the weed was, all right, getting back to the story. So I'm driving down there, it's blazing out, and I'm going, whoa, wait a minute. Who the fuck's going to believe me? Some dude here. I work with Michael Jackson.
Smell like pot.
Okay, so everything's working, and then I'm going, oh, okay, so now I'm coming around the corner. Now, I've been working there at 4641 Havenhurst in Encino, California.
Mm-hmm.
All the fans know me. All the fans know who I am and what I drive. So I'm driving down, I turn that corner, and I swear to God, I am fucked up. And I heard driving down there, and you see this crowd. It's like not a riot, but there's a lot of people in the street and everything. When I drive down there, yeah, Steve's here, Michael's here.
Oh, for real?
Dude, my heart's
Man.
going, what the? Again,
He threw a Betamax out the window.
I tell you, look at if
Get this goddamn Betamax out my car.
this is real, this is truly real, and so I'm going, okay, who's going to believe me? And so I was told to go up to security. So I'm walking up to security. I'm telling you the truth. This dude was bigger than Shaq, and I'm going.
That's impossible.
That said,
Shaq is big as fuck.
it said security. So, yeah, what's your name? I go, Steve, follow me. He already knew.
The security guard was Shaq.
So we get up to I think it was the 4th or 5th floor. He had a whole ward to himself. So I walk in with a bag, no weed, with a Betamax machine,
Bummer.
and all that stuff. And there's like
Betamax machine, no pot.
it's like this. The nurses, he's signing autographs, and I go. I didn't say what the fuck. I go, this is no bullshit. I go, that you could really have your own religion. And he walked out to the door. Now, this is 2 times he did it. First time me, he opened the door and came out and went, he goes like that. And
Hysteria.
Mm-hmm. The second time was the same thing, but he had the baby. Right?
Oh, what about any type shit? You was there?
No, I wasn't there by that time. My whole thing was from like 82 to 87 after the Victory Tour. I just couldn't take it anymore.
These hoes need to get the fuck up off me, man. Dang.
What would happen when women
Tiny
would come
though.
to Michael and stuff? What
He's like, oh, I fuck him.
Well,
I'm just saying.
well, this one girl that she was freaking smart. She was really smart. So when the gate would open up, the mailman would come in. She masked it perfectly and walked in behind the mail truck. Security didn't see it. And Mike and I were in. Here, I have to use the. Oh, no, I can't. But Mike and I were in the backyard. And all of a sudden, this cute little, she looked like someone that he would know, right?
And Mike, this one of your hoes, nigga?
I'm looking at her as she's come up. I go, do you know this person behind that's coming up?
This one of my hoes.
And he turned. He goes, no, I don't know her. And as she's getting closer, oh, Michael, how you doing? Wait a minute. Do you hear something? I swear it was a freaking like a whole herd of rhinos. What validates me is nobody knows who Bill Bray is. Bill Bray was Michael's manager in charge of security. His other dad, he was a really ex-LAPD. And I'm looking at Michael now going, and this guy came up and just tackled, and he's laughing, and I'm going, and he's on the floor he's on the ground with this girl going, God damn it, don't you ever let anybody go. I'm not security, I don't care who you are, you're security when you're around him. I understand it, but he's laughing at me. I'm laughing because he's turning red hot, pissed off. LAPD comes. It was one of the funniest things in the world. But,
so wait a minute, they tackled the girl?
Oh, hell yeah.
They tackled the broad?
Oh, Bill Bray tackled that girl because now what happens if she...
She probably tried to
look at today.
Slash Michael up real quick. Kind of like, come here, bitch, bam!
Look at this shit today.
They're probably paying Bill ass some stacks to be security guard.
Dude, they sent Shaq on her and squished her.
Yeah. Get that bitch!
Some of the excitement and some of the things, like here's one. He goes, Steve, I don't have my driver's license. You're going to have to drive me to the El Condo. I'm not your chauffeur.
Mm-hmm.
No, the last time, they didn't even believe it was Michael Jackson. I had to have Bill Bray come and get me. I go, okay. So that was my first time driving in a Rolls Royce. I'm all cool.
With Michael Jackson?
And this is in freaking Encino,
I'm sitting
dude.
in the motherfucking room
Dude.
with a nigga that drove a Rolls Royce with Michael motherfucking Jackson.
Dude, this is no bullshit. Now,
No
I'm
bullshit.
driving in Encino, right? In the Rolls Royce, and these girls come up and they're going, who's him?
They talking
Until
about you?
she saw right through me and who he was.
That nigga looked back like,
Then there was no more me anymore. And so I did a...
Who are these hoes, Steve?
What was it? I did
Let them in.
I did kind of like
Take them down real quick.
an Eddie Murphy, where you keep going around a circle where the light turns red and they can't go through it to get away from it. And so all this shit, man, it was fantastic, but then it started turning weird.
For real?
So that'll be next because I have to like calm down.
Yeah, that's a crazy story, man. I'm happy to be sitting in the same room as you,
Oh
too,
my!
man.
Well, look at you.
No, look at me.
Look at you
Look
do.
at me, actually. I got Malcolm X on my shirt, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, speaking of Malcolm X, you know the Marvel characters Magneto and Professor X were based on Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
That's why they have an X.
Damn, I didn't think about that. You blew a nigga mind. I wasn't even gonna say that. That's crazy. You know, what I was gonna say is one of them was like, "Nah, we could be together. We could, we could find peace amongst each other," which was Professor X or Martin Luther King. And then you look at Magneto compared to Malcolm X. They like, man, fuck them niggas, fuck them bitches. They gonna try to fuck us up first anyway. You might as well bring it to them. So those, Professor X and Magneto was based upon Malcolm X and Martin Luther King's friendship.
Oh, damn.
You know, back in the 60s when you was like fucking 38 or some shit.
That's right.
I don't know, man.
11.
He was 11
Dude, I
back.
don't see that shit. When I went to that reunion, my 50th reunion, and today is what, November 20th? So you can,
2023.
So 2 weeks ago, yesterday, was my 50th year reunion. And that motherfucker grounds you.
Well, what we all want to know is, what did boobs look like back then?
You know what? I think titties was smaller, but they was realer.
Oh yeah, there was.
But you got so much plastic surgery and all the, all the other shit going on nowadays. You don't know what's real. But I can tell you, bro, you might be on the game for a minute, but it's all about the jiggle and the wiggle.
It's always been that.
If the upper top titty bounce, like the upper top crack, if that got some movement, it's on like Donkey Kong, my nigga. But this ain't nothing compared to like the 1970s titties.
Oh, look at I could tell you this.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, that's right. Oh
my God, that's right. 1970s titties.
Those are the ones.
How can I forget that?
1972 graduation.
Okay.
So 50 years later.
That nigga said 1970s graduation.
Dude, but that was the kick-ass time.
Yo, if I could go back to any time, it would probably be the 70s.
Yeah, you can.
I'll be a cold son of a gun.
If
nigga,
anything we did back then, if we did that today, oh my, forget it.
I mean, the drugs are still cool though, like the shrooms and the weed and shit. That shit tight. No pills, no powder. If it grows from the ground, it's probably okay. You know what I'm talking about?
But the shit thing about it, we always back in the 70s thought about today where you can just go conveniently to
like
a convenience store.
Yeah, pretty much.
But wait, back to the girls. Did their hedges come all the way up to their chest?
No,
back to
no.
the 1970s.
Look at even like my wife Donna. She goes, "Wow, that class, the 70 class, 1972. A lot of them women were fat. A lot of women still
look
slim,
good.
But a lot of women, they age takes its course.
I think it's the moderation in the food too. You know what I mean? The shit we eating. You see a fucking 15-year-old.
But the booby thing, all right?
Yeah, boobs.
Graduation day.
Booby.
This one girl, I won't say her name. Maybe next time. I have to care.
You don't gotta say nobody's name.
But
the stories are better than the.
What's his name?
Right on. But she
Mike
had
Cole.
really, really, really big boobs.
Back then or today?
No,
Really.
And I saw her at the reunion. And so
this is going worldwide live internet right now.
From the kid to now we're in they're either going to be 69 or 70. Okay.
Yeah, so
we heard.
Are you telling me
she was freaking hotter? Wow. Fucking hotter. And then there was my high school sweetheart.
I'm 69.
That's 69, yeah.
Look, I'm looking for this girl forever. And what I'm saying, Donna already knows, so it's no secret. So,
sorry, Donna.
Are we talking about three-way here?
I had no hoes in high school.
So in the 12th grade, I think 11th grade, but we went into the 12th grade, went into ceramics. And
you sculpted some titties, didn't you?
No.
And then can you imagine that 1970s scope of tit?
Oh, that was what all the kids shared.
That wasn't any freaking boob job.
That's what I'm saying. Everything was just pure.
Oh, and here's something else. If you can say fuck, then you can say there was no shaving.
That's what I mean. Those hedges went they went all the way up to the chest.
Oh no, it was groomed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But then there was the ones that they might not have.
That was like you're wandering through the forest.
That could have been
Oh, like hippie style.
Oh, so how were the hippie women?
I'm a hippie. I just
they were covered in dirt.
No, shut up, dude. No.
Their feet were like barefoot.
Dude, I'll give you some puss, but just gotta let you know.
But you
got hair down there, man.
But you know what? I can tell you this: 1969, the come on, Devonshire Downs, the something pop festival. I freaking saw Jimi Hendrix. I saw Santana. Now these motherfuckers are not just coming up; they're coming up, but they haven't peaked, but they're peaking.
Motherfuckers is peaking.
So Hendrix, Janis Joplin,
peaking on everything. Yeah,
Richie Havens, and some of the people who were watching, they're going, "Oh my god, yeah! Oh my fucking god!" Who else was there?
I heard Jimi Hendrix used to put an acid tab in his headband while he was performing. An acid tab.
Yeah, put acid so it'd melt with his sweat into his forehead.
LSD, Steve.
So he's playing.
So he could sweat and then hit the glands. Nigga, faded off that acid, baby.
Have you ever done acid?
I did some acid once. I didn't really like it. I'd rather fuck with
No, it's too strong.
What happened? Man-made shit, man. That's a piece of paper. You put
there was three type of acid. There was orange microdot. Don't do it because that was for the hippie people or the technical people.
Them 70s.
And then there was blotter acid. Blotter acid was like you like a brown paper towel. and they tear it off, and there you go. You eat it, and you swallow it.
What happened when you did that? Was it shrooms? And like you got invited upstairs? What was that story with your
Oh,
buddy?
wait a minute. Hold on. I'll lead to.
I'm trying to incriminate my nigga.
Oh, God. Tried to lead to this. I didn't know about eating it. Okay, eat the paper. So I'm not buzzed or anything, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, this and that." I go, "I'm not doing nothing." He goes, "Did you eat it?" And I go, "No." So I go home. Now it's 11 o'clock. I'm looking around. Oh, there it is. Dude, I hit that shit. Motherfucker. I'm going to school, all fucked up. You can't control it. It has to go away. And then there was, okay, try mescaline. And I was afraid of doing all this shit because my dad would kill me. Literally kill me.
Steven!
You know?
Catch
So,
you in that doing bullshit. Beat your ass!
it was, what was it?
That's a 1969 whipping.
It was mescaline. And it was my birthday.
You're like Hunter S. Thompson.
And who out there, I don't care, you know, Danny Nelson, wherever you're at, man, it was awesome. It was his party. And I went there to the party, and he had a really beautiful sister. And all of a sudden, dude, I'm coming onto the freaking mescaline going, right, I have a gift for you. And she takes me upstairs. And the gift was the gift from God. My God.
She opened up her presents.
You know, like Merlin and King Arthur.
So what happened?
So we're almost getting down to it. And I'm looking at her right in her eyes, and she fucking morphed into her brother. And I got up, I swear to God, I got up and ran up, and that killed every type of relationship, friend, nothing. After that, it was, I was dead. But, you know, I don't know, the morph thing, you know, people do morph, but that was morphine. Not morphine, but morphine.
She morphed into the brother?
Yeah. You know, at that moment of looking into someone's eyes. And you know, when I went home, and my dad would cook tacos for, you know, our friends on the weekend.
Oh, hell
right?
yeah.
So I'm
Taco
coming
Tuesday.
home about
Damn, Pops.
like 12 o'clock, and he's making some...
Steve's dad's making tacos.
I'm coming home, and he's making, you know, tacos for himself, you know, leftovers or whatever.
Hey guys, you want some tacos?
Every time he would move, he would do like water, meaning like he would move like a wake of water.
Yeah.
And I had to pretend like I was normal. If he would have known, I would have been in the brig. I would have been, you know, DOA. So I go back into my room, and I remember this forever. Putting the headsets on and listening to Grand Funk Railroad. I'm your captain. So now here's another story.
That should sound...
Half black, half
Boring as
native.
hell.
Half black, half native. So my dad's family lived in Inglewood. So
Inglewood, shout out to my niggas in the wood.
You know,
Whoop.
word.
LAX, everybody.
And so meeting Michael is really super cool because all he has is he really needs to get an afro because he has that much black in him. He should have an afro.
Sounds pretty racist.
You know, but that's okay.
So it's just like, yo, you're black. Where's your afro? Like I'm just gonna pull it out of my back pocket. Like, oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Here, nigga.
Well, what I'm saying is, back
It was
in
just
that,
so I can remind you.
And that's like some 70s racism.
Look at,
But in the 70s, it was like, yo, if you didn't have an afro or like a flat top, and the flat top came in the 80s,
oh
right?
my God.
If you didn't have an afro
yeah.
in the 70s, you had a little afro, or you was probably bald, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it, right?
But now look at where I was. I was in the San Fernando Valley. And there
How was that? Was it a lot of black people in San Fernando Valley?
Me?
He was the one.
There was a few. I'm not kidding.
So
When
he
I
had
went
one black friend
to elementary school.
himself.
The two elementary schools I went to, there was no black people. Okay.
Were you listening to Beach Boys and?
But I was coming up to the Beach Boy thing, and then junior high school, there was myself and maybe two other black people. Okay.
What you mean black? Like dark skinned black or like He's a nigga because he has nigga tendencies and he does nigga shit.
Yeah, the nigga thing, not educated at all. And how to
Back then, I'm gonna accept that. There's some educated niggas out there now.
Oh,
There's some educated niggas.
But
I'm an educated nigga.
Back in that day, you know, you're educated and there's an uneducated person making you look bad. You know what I mean?
I want to make a shirt. I don't know if you've seen these people running in these malls, taking a bunch of stuff.
Oh, fucking A.
Fucking A. Bet your ass I have. Forgive me if this is like kind of vague.
Insensitive?
Yeah, but you know, I'm a nigga. I consider myself a nigga. You know, watermelon eating, Hennessy drinking, chicken frying nigga.
That's just a person.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I go to these places with my family, and I don't want. Yeah, I shop at these stores that these people come and take a bunch of stuff and run out of. I shop there. What if one day I'm shopping with my family, and niggas decide they want to come and steal a bunch of shit and run? These niggas dress like me. Oh shit, yeah. These niggas look like me. These niggas look like me. On top of that, from the blind, from the outside looking in, you could assume
I think
that
the
I'm
cops.
with these niggas.
I think the cops are going to ask
Oh, no,
you,
there's
like,
no
what are these nuances?
Right?
There's no assumption today. You are.
Exactly. So, the only way that I can prove my innocence with my family,
You're going to strip naked?
nope, I'm going to unbutton my shirt. And you know what the shirt going to say? I am not with these niggas.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. That's clever.
That's like, because you never know when it's going to happen.
That's exactly what.
And I don't want to, it's not to be like, I'm not a nigga. I'm just not with them niggas. That's it. That is, because I might still want to buy some expensive shit from one of these stores. It's not my fault that these motherfuckers ran up in here and stuck up. Can I still buy this $125 cologne?
You should sell that skit to Dave Chappelle.
I should get the merchandise, and then, you know what? 'Tis the season. It's Black Friday coming up, holiday season. All this shit gonna be viral. Motherfuckers gonna be stealing shit left and right.
Oh my.
All it takes is for me to be in somewhere. You ever been around some niggas and they did some nigga shit and they look at you like you the lead nigga? Almost as if, hey man, why aren't you telling these niggas to stop? And you can't even explain yourself? The shirt will explain it for you, nigga. I am not with these niggas. And they can have an arrow pointing both ways.
Yeah, it's pretty genius.
Right? I think it's genius. It's preventative.
Well, you can write another T-shirt that says, "When I open up, my nigga time is different than this nigga time."
Yeah, it's too much to read. I need it.
I know, but
No filter, straight to you.
What I'm saying is,
It's got to be really blunt.
it's like I've said to Michael, okay, because we talk about when I'm working with Michael Jackson when I first met him, because I was 4 years old in 1982. No, 92.
Yeah,
not 82, it was 92.
I was 4 years old in 1992. I just told my
So
age.
these different decades of time, I've seen, like when we were talking the other day, when we were saying W.C. Fields, you went, well, who the nigga is that one? I'm going,
I would never say anything like, who the nigga is.
well, whatever. I get, look at you're the one who made me drink, and so
Shout out Cutwater, man. Got my nigga Steve Howell on the story tip, man. That's tight.
back in the day, he was
Shout out them
old
cuts.
when I was young, but in a way, when I hear music, like I can't remember what you played today.
Oh,
but-
yesterday. Wow.
No, it was something that you played today. Going, oh, every time, just like on the Dr. Bay, I was there. You listened to it after it's been made, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're listening to it. Where being there, it's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Just like
I was there, man.
the Woodstock, that was like, oh, dude, cool. But that second generation Woodstock was, they're just mimicking. It wasn't Woodstock anymore. It was just,
Right.
Backwoods.
So when like in the club days and shit, when y'all used to go out and use with Mike, how was the groupies? Was you taking some of the groupies down?
No, it was my first special love. So
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So how long you been with your wife since the 70s?
Oh no, that was fucking. I mean, long time ago with Paige. That she was with me from the first time was with Michael Jackson, and then I kind of like got 86 in 1986.
You got 86. What about 69? How was her hedges? Were they groomed?
Don't say that because
she might see it.
if you put two and two together, whoever can listen to this, I couldn't do anything back because her dad
would have beaten my ass.
Now everybody else,
He's still waiting.
Listen to this one. He was no. He was I forgot it.
I'm listening.
No, I can't say it now. 100 Sam, Malibu. So that 100 Sam in Malibu, he was LA County Sheriff.
Whoa.
And so I look at it this way. Look at it. You and I got a virus. Everybody sometimes go like this, and some people embrace it because it doesn't affect them.
Wait, what virus we got?
Dark skin.
Not a virus, that's a blessing.
Oh no, to them it's a virus. Yo, when I went to Arkansas, because I was working with the Outdoor Channel, and we went to this duck place in Stuttgart, Arkansas. This duck hunting place, capital of the world. Where they're doing all this deliverance, duck calling together. Like, what the fuck is going on? And I do remember this. I swear to God, I remember this. I bought something to bring home. I give this lady $20, and she give me back the change. I'll give you back the change. Here, take the change. I'm showing you, just like you're good. Seeing that shit came off. Seeing if it came off on her, dude. I'm not kidding you. Seeing if the skin color.
You used to think your skin color would rub off on people? Like,
dude, I swear to God.
We think we live in a cold time.
Oh my God, I'm not kidding, dude. In the worst place,
Yeah,
I don't want to say the worst place. I don't want to, diss anybody, but Houston was scary.
Houston?
I hear good things about Houston.
Houston was.
It's a different place now.
Yeah, big time.
Oh, shout out to DJ Screw. There's a lot of shit.
Yeah, Houston
Dallas.
You ever heard of Pimp C?
Oh, Pimp C. Is it like a TV show?
Is that like High C?
Oh yeah, he was like his home. He was his own movie. He was a pimp, not a simp. Money on the dresser, drive a compressor, top notch bitch, get the most, nothing less.
All I know is,
rest in peace, Chad brother.
It's hard. It's hard out there. Oh God, I forgot the freaking lyrics.
For a pimp.
Oh, it's hard out there for a pimp.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard out there.
Should I try the pineapple one or no?
Yeah,
no, you still gotta drive home, dude. Take it home.
I don't conduct.
I mean, that's like
driving.
one.
Yeah. Let's get into a few topics, man.
Okay, what's up?
Today on Queso Caliente. This is extra cheesy. Might not have anything to do with you and your old ass stories and shit. But this is what's going on today, current event. You might know him as Puff Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Now known as P. Diddy.
Oh.
I've heard about this.
Recently had a sexual assault lawsuit filed against him from one of his artists, Cassie. You probably don't know this artist, because you're like 100. But this was one of his artists from back in the day that he had an affair with.
It's like an R. Kelly kind of story.
Oh yeah, man. Let me get into it, man. When this slow ass computer load up, because it was crazy.
Yeah, this is
still
brand
other
new.
crap about him and all the other weird stuff.
It was. He had allegations of putting the hit out on Tupac back in the day, and I don't. I wasn't alive. You was alive. You could probably help a nigga out. Tell me.
What about this? What about this?
It's flimsy.
Oh,
it's a wobbler.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Back on Fig. It's a wobbler. Shout out to Back on Fig, man. They know what's up. So yeah, they call that a wobbler. It can go either way. You know what I'm saying? The scale is 50-50. So she was suing him for, sexual assault and stuff like that. And apparently, most recently, like 24 hours ago, I guess they settled out of court for like $30 million. But we don't know like what this whole thing entails. We don't know what everything that went on. It says here Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy for abuse, assault, and trafficking is just days behind it. The former couple settled on Friday, November 17th, just one day after she filed in New York.
Trafficking.
Crazy, right? Over the weekend, the Shade Room obtained exclusive images of Diddy filing the settlement. So this is from a relationship that, you know, they were involved in.
It's always trafficking.
Outside of a music relationship and, you know, her being an artist under his label. They released some pictures. He doesn't seem to... He looks pretty stressed out, you know. He just got on some sweatpants and, you know, he looks like he's trying to take some time to get some shit together. Hope it all goes well, but we don't condone no type of, you know, ill will towards women. You know what I'm saying? We take care of the women.
Hollywood entertainment, there's some weird stuff going out.
Yeah. It's a bunch of that we don't really know about, but this is just what we see at the forefront. So I guess she sued him for X amount of money, and they settled out. So he was probably like, oh shit. And in order for this not to hit the fan and be more than what it is before it gets out there, he probably, you know, hit her up and
compile on top of the Jamie Foxx and all that shit.
Well, they say Jamie Foxx was cloned. They say he was cloned, and whoever, I don't know. But I will tell you that the first movie that Jamie Foxx released after the whole clone allegation was They Cloned Tyrone. Now, if you watch the movie, it's kind of crazy because these motherfuckers got modern day technology, iPhones and all this other shit. And they're talking about modern day shit like Bitcoin and all this other shit. But it's old
like
school
70s.
as fuck.
Yeah.
It's confusing as shit. And if you don't pick up on it, it's like they got you. You know? But I'm like, damn, why? This nigga got an iPhone and she's talking about Bitcoin, but this nigga, he's driving around on like a fucking Oldsmobile or some shit.
I turn it on. I think I have to get more buzzed and watch it.
Man, you have to like adjust your antennas on your TV so you can get a signal or something.
That's right. And a remote control.
That nigga Steve had the Simpsons TV with 13 click.
Oh my! Man. See, look at ZTV. That's the first cable.
Yeah, one of them.
Okay.
But now, you know, back to it. I will say TV is crazy now. People are so fucking spoiled. They got 1,000 programs, and I can't find anything to watch. Fuck up. Pick up a book.
That should turn off at 11:59.
I don't even know that. TV gone, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
That nigga Steve been around so long, they stopped TV. Like, there's no TV for niggas. They should do that. They should do that with niggas' phones.
Yeah.
They should do that with niggas' phones. Shit. You should only get a certain amount of screen time a day. You know they're listening, so they're gonna do it. They're already doing this shit in China. You know what I'm saying? You walk across the street in China, you walk across the fucking street, you got a social credit score, and your whole shit pop up on the screen as soon as you walk across the street. Yeah, this nigga watched too much porno. Yeah. This nigga spent too much money. This nigga jaywalked yesterday. All your shit come up. Yeah, your social credit score
is beyond Minority Report.
Yeah. It's coming, man. It's coming.
Oh, it's coming.
It's
already here.
It's Chinority Report.
Ooh, that nigga got boom. Said Chinority Report. Damn.
God.
Well, if they listening, they gonna take that one. You gonna see T-shirts and all kind of shit.
I fucked up, man. I support not anything.
That's gold. That's heavy, nigga.
See, look at you're so true about that because everybody's listening and watching and seeing how they can make that lottery ticket. And what you just said right there, you better make a T-shirt.
Chinority Report, and I'm not with these niggas.
Yeah.
So brought to you in part by.
And I told him about the. What was it? Channel Report?
Yeah, Minority Report.
Said, I need some of that credit.
Dude, they take Tom Cruise. They're like, we're gonna ship you to jail, and you're in your own car. He has no control over that, so he has to kick out the windshield and jump out of that weird like magnet highway.
That's crazy.
You know, he was in 2 movies, Austin Powers movies, right?
Yeah, it was the Scientologist spy who shagged me.
And
Beyonce looks so cold. Was that's Goldmember?
Goldmember.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
oh man, Beyonce, what was her name?
Yeah.
Sugar Shack, some shit, Honey Bee. Oh my God, Beyonce was crazy in that movie.
I know I'm gonna hit this one. Get hit that. Didn't he play the part of Mini Me?
What are you niggas talking about?
Tom Cruise is short. He's
Tom Cruise like 4'8".
Yeah.
Tom Cruise short as a motherfucker.
he's
man.
the shorty in like all the songs where they're talking about shorties. That's him.
Hey, look at the guy got $1 billion. Who cares about what I say when we're watching War of the World? And he went to hug his son, and his nose went into his shoulder.
His nose went into his belly button.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yo, okay, you know how I said Diddy was chilling with his sweatpants on and shit?
Yeah.
A little depressed. At the bottom it says, the music mogul wore navy blue sweatpants and a black tee and black sneakers in the photos. He appeared to be lounging in a courtyard area in his home. Over 80 images show Diddy standing, sitting, and hunched over with his head in his hands.
80 images. Damn.
Man.
All you gotta do is wear a lazy drunk t-shirt and some sweatpants, and you be like, damn, that nigga down bad. Look at this nigga chilling in his big ass house with his sweatpants. He must be miserable.
And he's in his own home. Did they have a drone or something?
Chilling in his villa with waterfalls. He looks as miserable as can be with his fucking sweatpants on and his Crocs.
Was that
drinking his Thai tea, freshly made by some nigga who's been a chef.
Oh my
Was
god.
that like his own paparazzi? Like in his own house?
I don't even know, right?
Right.
You can't even.
He's sitting
I can't
inside
even
his
call
living
it.
room.
You just reminded me of when Eddie Murphy made himself look like a white dude. And he was talking like all totally like Valley and all that. It cracks me up. Oh my god. But with, you know, the P. Diddy thing and then the Tupac thing. And we'll get into this about Mo Cream. I'm going to try to get Mo Cream. I didn't even try it. Let me get Mo Cream.
Yeah. Shout out Mo Preem, man.
You know,
I'm talking to you real soon, man. We need you to come through.
The coolest dude, man.
Yeah.
And so all that scene is weird. And now that gets back to the fucking Beach Boys. So here in the Valley, it was Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Oh, no, because this is a good thing for you. Crosby, Stills, and
You trying
Nash.
to get the Beach Boys in here?
The Beach Boys, no. But now you go over into the other world and you listen to Curtis Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my music career, look what I had to listen to. You know, starts with what your dad does, you know, the symphony orchestras. I love symphony orchestra. And I loved rock and roll. I loved jazz. And there was no rap back then. But
Right.
if you listen to the freaking lyrics that they do, it was that first fucking bitchin' rap. And so when I bring up the past, it's everything that I know today. Yeah, and so all of the influencers and everything into the music thing, and like Michael and I met up with Bootsy Collins. Okay.
Oh!
Dude, that's back in the 1972. So everything in my life right now is doing ping pong. I remember that, but it's now, and look at, you know, you do a time travel.
He's getting caught up in the hedges of all the past Bushes
Mm-hmm.
and with the reunions
Bush,
and
you mean
everything.
like-
Power of the
You know,
power
right
of the
down the
bush.
street here, Bush, you know, Budweiser.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm sorry, I go into that. But luckily, I'm still alive. I'm still healthy, and
Yeah, man.
dude, I look
You
at
look
the
great.
people from the past,
You
and I
look
go, "Oh,
I want to compare the language that you know versus his. Like, you have your segment, the
Oh, the Dictionary?
oh,
I got this thing, shout out to the Dictionary. It's shit that only niggas say, and not that they are the only ones that can say it, but they're the only ones that say it on accident.
how you be being?"
That is not nigga shit.
Oh, that was back.
that's
How
like
you
old
be
school,
being?
the
That's
new
some shit.
school.
That's
Oh, you fucking crazy? Yeah,
I guess I'm crazy. I ain't never heard a nigga
that's
say
not
that
crazy.
in my life.
That's the. You know,
That nigga said, "How you be being?"
Mm-hmm.
All right, here you go. What's happening with it?
What do you mean? That's just how are you doing? I'm great.
He's right. That's what he means.
You know, that's all, just like wash day. It's like good, great.
Okay, so what's happening with it? That's like, how are you?
Right. But when you go up to,
What about what's the deal?
oh, come on, solid.
Solid.
See, that's new school versus old school.
Right.
Solid. Solid was
uh,
like back in the day.
Okay. What about on my mama?
It's no compute.
On God.
Paper.
So, when you tell a nigga a story in today's day, and you want him to believe you, or you definitely want to get your point across that you're not lying. You say, "I'm my mama."
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be like, "Oh yeah, old girl over there, I knocked her down with the fat cheeks," and you gonna be like, "For real?" I'm like, "I'm my mama." That's like, I swear to God, oh God, that's my mama. I knocked her down.
Did they have fat cheeks back in your day?
Well, look at shout out to
these 1970s cheeks.
Shout out for real, John Kwan.
John Kwan.
Yeah, black and Chinese.
Oh my God!
This guy,
what?
dude,
I could have drew that shit up myself.
Yeah, I'm not
John
kidding you.
Kwan, black and Chinese dude.
And
It's Blasian.
Was that his real name, or y'all just called him John Kwan?
No, John Kwan.
That nigga lied to y'all. Like, my name is John Kwan.
And I met
And
him.
it was like, cool.
We're doing a movie in where was it, in Jamaica, and he was really the only person that in the camera department. I hired him to be in the camera department because he was.
You
was
did
on the
a
road.
video with a black and Chinese dude named John Kwan in
Right.
Jamaica.
Jamaicans
Right, with,
are
with
fusion,
Sherman Isley.
fusion
Okay, this was-
Asian black. Like that is Jamaican style.
So how we became good friends because hey, he in the day he was in the world. So he goes, yeah, I'm from the West Side. I can't do it. So when I had to do it in front of him, he freaking dropped to the ground and start laughing because I had to.
West Side niggas talking
You know what I'm
about
saying? But
Our shit just stuck like this.
but now he's a big time sports guy now. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who was you watching growing up, watching sports and shit?
Wrestling, WWF.
I mean, not WWE. I mean,
WWE.
no, it's WWE now.
Yeah, it's,
I
Yeah.
think they even
That's
dropped the E because they did something with UFC. I'm talking about like sports, like basketball, football. Like, you an old nigga, so like Walter Payton.
No, the Lakers.
Lakers?
Before the Lakers was the Lakers.
So like
Then
all the way to like Will Chamberlain and shit.
let me see. Was it well? I didn't watch it really that much.
You know what? That's when they was balling, right?
Dude, no, it was.
He was a martial artist.
totally football back then. Since I'm San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
born in Letterman Hospital in the Presidio, which is really no more. So I was really into football, and then I got into basketball. I really didn't like baseball because I shot it. I shot baseball. I can't watch it.
It's kind of boring, huh?
When you're
That's
up
always
in the
been the
blimp,
thing.
Baseball is slow as a
dude.
motherfucker.
When you're up in the blimp,
Niggas got like 200 games a season.
and you're shooting. I go, hey Ralph, what inning is it? He goes, it's the 4th inning. And then about an hour
Oh, they
later,
got 9 innings?
Yeah.
An
Oh,
hour
man,
later
I'm
you
finna
go,
go to the car, smoke this weed, and go to sleep.
what's
come back.
the inning? It's the bottom of the ninth. So meaning it's just too long.
Okay.
Football, when it's on the bird, it's a microwave thing, they have limited time. They got to get off. That's it. Period. And so you can set your clock to the football thing. Baseball, golf is another one. Oh,
Golf slow as hell.
oh my
nigga.
God, please.
Golf is about
slow
business
as
deals.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Golf, you know what? I would rather play golf than anything. You know why? I'm gonna give you this. Golf players dress the freshest.
Right on.
They don't got no contact with no other motherfucker on no field.
That's
You know what I'm saying? And then all they do is swing a fucking club to hit a ball somewhere a quarter mile away. And if they win or if they don't win, they still getting paid, right?
Yeah.
You think fucking Tiger Woods got cerebral palsy and shit from getting hit in his head? No.
No.
Niggas
from his
fresh, fresh Dockers on and
Dude,
shit,
that
nigga.
whole thing about
Alligator
trajectory,
golf shoes.
It's all in your brain. How they hit that and all. But
Yeah.
look at what you're saying.
I used to get
Then there
drunk
was
for golf.
the martial art thing. I'd rather play golf.
I'd rather play golf or tennis. Do you notice how the highest paid sports are the ones with the least amount of physical contact?
Yeah, because it's the most stress on your body. That tennis, when they're hitting those balls and stuff.
Okay, all right. So you
Well,
rather get
tennis
socked
elbow.
in
You know
your
what?
fucking head? You rather be a boxer?
Oh, no way.
You rather get punched in your
I
head
mean,
all the time?
They
and
make
shit?
bank.
They make them niggas make money
there's-
too, but they got to be able to sell themselves.
Just, look, all that stuff, they get hit.
They get hit.
They get.
Michael Jordan
Dude.
missed shots, but you see how.
Muhammad Ali, he did, at the end of his life.
Rest
it
in
was-
peace, Muhammad
yeah.
Ali, man. I think I got the Muhammad Ali Funko Pop somewhere. up there.
Oh yeah, you
Hey,
do.
look at, I got to do a show with his daughter, and she was like super cool.
Oh yeah, I do got the Muhammad Ali up there.
Oh, here's another one that will get killed. No, I'm not even going back in time. Meeting Natalie Cole.
Who in the fuck is that? Oh, nigga. Muhammad Ali Funko Pop.
You're kidding me.
I ain't kidding.
And that's what you're giving me? For
No, you ain't getting that. I'm finna, I gotta hold on to this for a few years, along with the rest of my Negro Funkos.
Dude, I knew
And
someone
then-
that had all these pops and stuff. I didn't know they're that crazy.
But
Oh,
hey,
I got Spike
not
Lee, I got
fucking kidding.
George Jefferson, I got Lil Wayne, I got Jimi Hendrix, nigga, I got Tiger Woods, y'all, Bismarck Key,
Oh
I got Snoop
my
Dogg,
God.
Magic Johnson, motherfucking USA team, Allen Iverson, Left Eye, Michael
Oh.
Jordan, Eazy-E, Ice Cube, Static Shock,
Wait a
nigga. Mr. T, when he was in the motherfucking WWF and not B.A. Baracus,
my
Jam Master
God.
Jay, motherfucking, who else? What you want?
Oh my
You
god.
got
dude, you're
Tupac,
freaking
Black
awesome.
Ranger, got DMX,
Look it.
motherfucking, I got them all. What's the old nigga name, the president now? I forget his name.
his name is Old Dog Biden.
No, it's like
Joe Biden. I was gonna say Bernie, Weekends at Bernie, because, anyway. This nigga finna die. He finna fall asleep in any minute and not wake up. He is so fucking old and sleepy. It's ridiculous, right? Trump getting off on every other thing every other day. Like, I ain't do that. I ain't do that. I ain't do that. Oh, he's dead. I ain't do that. Trump gonna be back. We know that. You know why I say that? Because saying Donald Trump would have won the election when he did would have been blasphemous. Like, who would have ever fucking thought, right? Meanwhile, the Simpsons are just illustrating this shit along the years as they go.
Yeah.
Now Donald Trump is the president of the United States, and niggas are still like, he's the president, right? He hit niggas with the stimmy checks. He got the black vote. He blessed the hood with the stimmy checks. And niggas was like, shit, Trump all right. Blessed niggas with $1,500. Shit, another $2. We ain't got to pay it back. Shit, you fuck with Trump. I'm just telling you from a nigga standpoint.
And then Biden says, "Send your money to Ukraine."
Now Biden got the gas high. We supporting all these wars and shit. Everything going on. This nigga falling asleep and shit. Right? Trump sitting back like, all right, as soon as I get off of this and off of that and yeah, shut all these people up, I'm finna be back. Right? Oh. Hey, Dwayne John, The Rock. Hey, yeah. Good to talk to you again, man. Let's do a whole thing where we do a whole campaign, you know what I mean? You versus me. We bring wrestling into it. We make a whole pay-per-view of this shit.
Oh,
and all this,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? We just blow the whole shit up. Whoever wins, it's in our benefit anyway because we're both in business together. The Rock fucks with that. I'll call you back. Boom. Bam. Before you know it, flyers come out. These niggas with the verses in between them is just like old days. Whatever the fuck.
Dude,
Boom.
you're a
I don't know who
billionaire.
I'll vote for at that point.
The billionaire is putting out all his billionaire ideas. It's like,
Nigga
fuck.
paid like $600 in taxes and shit last
Yeah,
year.
he doesn't-
This nigga.
He sees the world from a different view.
I go to Belize.
Yeah.
Belize.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to go to Belize, actually.
Somewhere. I don't know. We'll see.
Damn,
we'll see
that's
what
hysterical, man.
happens. We'll see what fucking happens.
You just
And,
figured out life right there. And
Oh yeah, I do that like all the time. We'll figure out what the fuck's gonna happen with that. Steve, man, it was great having you here.
That's awesome.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Mike.
Steve Howell, everybody.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you for coming by. Thank you for helping set all this wonderful shit up. Shout out our great sponsors, Broken Board. Visit Broken Board, the website. Brokenboard.com. Get yourself some of that merchandise. We got a
But wait a minute,
sale
wait a
coming
minute.
up.
Let me
pretty
tell you
soon.
about Silly Putty and Slinkies.
Silly Putty and Slinkies will wait until the next episode because it sounds fucking boring. But thanks, man. Anyway, enough said. Podcast episode 2.
Word?
T1 Hundo, Steve Howell, Mike Blank on the motherfucking camera. Y'all know what it is, man. We gonna be back at y'all next time, episode 3. Thank you. Shout out, shit we've been consuming all night. That cut water.
yeah,
Shout out
delicious.
Kush Alley. Shout out Maven Genetics. Shout out Broken Board. Shout out Michael Blank Photography. Shout out all the good shit. And we'll see y'all soon for episode 3, man. And we out of here.
What about a Whammo Air Blaster?
Oh, some old shit. Some old people shit.
And trim those hedges.